Hello children, in today's session we will be doing versification and syllabification in English grammar. Now children, versification means or is a method to study kinds of rhymes and rhyming patterns in poems, poetries. It analyzes the stressed and unstressed syllables. Now children, it actually means that when we read a poem, when we read the poem, we do not bluntly read it. We have to recite the poem as we sing songs. There are lyrics, which goes up and down when we sing. In the same way, a poem is written in a way for having proper rhythm so that it can be sung rather than just being read. So the first one in this versification and syllabification is the meter. This is a type of versification. So meter is a type of versification. So what is meter? Meter is a unit of rhythm in a poetry, the pattern of the beats, of how a particular poem is written. So a poet, whenever he writes a poem, he needs to keep in mind what type of meter is he writing his poem into, the rhythm of that poem. So meter is also called as foot, F-O-O-T, foot. Each foot has a certain number of syllables. We'll see what syllables are further. Usually 2 or 3 syllables. Thus, meter is a pattern of stressed and unstressed syllables. Now, what is the meaning of stressed and unstressed? There are some words which are not stressed so much, but there are certain words which are stressed a lot. You don't leave the word by just saying it once. You stress the word. So in the poem, there are certain words which are stressed and there are certain words which are unstressed. Let's see some of the examples here. His eyes are as green as a fresh pick let toad. So the dash that is given there, is cutting out the line so that we may give a rhythm to the poem, and the highlighted or the darkened letters or words are the stressed words, like you stretch the word are, as, pick. So poem is not just read, you need to add some rhythm to it. Similarly, in the second example, in smooth I know not why I am so sad. So these are the partition, the dashes which are given are, or the slashes which are given are the pauses where you need to, give a rhythm to a particular poem. Now let's see what is a syllable. Now children, a syllable is a unit of organization for a sequence of speech words. So it is basically, a word which is being, is having a stop or a pause in between. For example, we have 2 words here, that. That, when you pronounce the word that, you pronounce it in one go. You don't stop. Whereas in the second word, napkin. So when you pronounce this, you have to, pronounce the word 2 times. That is nap and kin. So this is called as a syllable. So in the word that, you pronounce it in one go. That is why it is 1 syllable. Whereas in napkin, there are 2 syllables because when you pronounce it, you give a pause after per, nap, and then you say kin. So that is why it is called as syllables. So there are different types of syllables. Let's see it. So syllables are of 4 types. That is monosyllable, dissyllable, trisyllable and polysyllable. So monosyllable means 1 syllable in the word, like we saw in the previous word, that. Dissyllable are 2 syllables in a word, like we saw in the word napkin, napkin. Trisyllables are 3 syllables in a word, whereas polysyllable are 4 or more than 4 syllables in a particular word. So now let us see some of the examples for all these 4 types of syllables. So the first one, for monosyllable, we have cat, door, faith, life, love. So when you pronounce these words, you don't give a pause anywhere. You just say the word in one go. Cat, door, faith, life, love. Let's see the second one. Dissyllable. Now children, dissyllable is also known as bisyllable. Okay. So in this we have 2 syllables. For example, hotel. So now when you say the word or pronounce the word hotel, there is a pause after O. Hotel. Hotel. Similarly, poem. 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 Chorus. Chorus. So these are 2 syllable words. The third one is the trisyllable. Trisyllable are 3 syllables in a word. For example, beautiful. Okay, 3 syllables. Metaphor. Metaphor. Okay, there are 3 syllables in metaphor. Poetry. Okay, 3 syllables. Poetry. Now, last one is the polysyllable. Polysyllables are those syllables which are 4 syllables in one word. For example, oxymoron. Oxymoron. Okay, oxymoron. Similarly, we have another word, aluminum. Aluminum. Okay, so these are the different types of syllables. The next one is syllabification and word stress and syllable stress. Now children, when we pronounce a word, sometimes we need to give stress to some part of the words. Okay, some part of the word is not as stressed as the other. So let's see some of the examples. Like the first word, humid. So hue is being stressed a lot, whereas mid, we complete the word mid in just as quickly as possible. Hue. So you can see the comma, okay, the inverted comma which is put after you, that is showing that hue is being stressed more, whereas mid is finished up very quickly. Humid. Humid. Similarly, second one, examine. Examine. Okay, am is stressed. So this is called as the word stress. You're stressing the middle of the letters, that is am. Whereas x and ine are not stressed as much as am. Third one, machine. Ma is not stressed at all. Sheen is stressed. Okay, so when you pronounce the word machine, you tell it as ma. Ma is not stressed a lot, whereas sheen is stressed. So ma is an unstressed word, part of the word. Fourth one, employee. Okay, so e, the 2 e's are being stressed. It is being pulled out. Fifth one, psychology. Okay, psychology. So the words CHO are being stressed. Okay, so this means the stressing of words which are stressed and which are unstressed words. So wherever you do not find a comma, those are called as unstressed words. Wherever you see the inverted comma, it is called as the stressed part of the word or a sentence. Similarly, there are different poems also where some part of the poem is being stressed, where you give some rhythm and tune to the poem. So that is why syllabification and versification are very important to give rhythm to a particular poetry. With this, we conclude with this topic. Thank you.